Do you really know who's preparing your taxes? A Target 8 investigation tonight discovers how easy it is to be tricked and how that could cost you a lot of money. Target 8 investigator Henry Erb has the story.
These four women say they owe the IRS thousands of dollars, back taxes and penalties, because of mistakes made on their income tax returns.
Back in June 2011, I received a letter from the IRS stating I owed, I think about $2,500.
I owe $3,600. Back in July, I received a letter of owing $2,900.
All four say the woman who did their taxes, Nora Dale Hudson, was a trusted co-worker who was branching out into a new career as a tax preparer. They say Hudson told them she could get them a bigger refund than they were getting from other preparers.
Her estimate was, I want to say maybe $1,300 to $1,500 more than where I normally go. So who's not going to go with the higher place?
We went with her, you know, to get a decent refund.
And they were happy because they did get bigger refunds until they heard from the IRS that they weren't due those bigger refunds after all.
She inflated the federal tax withholdings. So, yeah, whatever my job took out, she added $1,000 or $1,500.
She gave me school credits, which I haven't been in school.
Mine was the same, the federal tax withholdings and also a school credit and I wasn't in school at the time.
They say they trusted Hudson and didn't know what she was doing.
You know, the IRS felt like it's our responsibility to know what our tax preparer is doing, but in our defense, I mean, that's why we hire somebody to do our taxes. We don't know.
Something else they say they didn't know. While she was doing their taxes, Nora Hudson was wanted by the law. There was a warrant out for her arrest. Target 8 investigators found her listed as a probation absconder on the Michigan Department of Corrections website. A spokesman says she stopped reporting to her probation officer in 2005. We found that Hudson has a minor felony history, a couple of retail frauds, 2 incidents of giving false information to police officers. We found Hudson working at the Tax Connection Worldwide office on Eastern near Burton in Grand Rapids. Although a receptionist told us Hudson wouldn't be in until later, we saw her disappearing into a back room. When she came back out, she said she'd call us, and she did. Can you tell me why they all would have had problems with the IRS after you did their taxes? On the phone, Hudson said she may have made a mistake, but that she did not do anything maliciously to bring them harm. Hudson says her criminal past has nothing to do with her income taxes, and twice denied that she was an absconder from probation. So, Target 8 investigators checked. A Department of Corrections spokesman said, yes, indeed, she was wanted for that probation violation. Then he asked, where is she? That afternoon, the Fugitive Task Force arrested Hudson at her job. She spent a week in the Kent County Jail before she could see a judge and plead guilty. Since she had finished paying restitution and has not been in trouble in the last few years, the judge let her go without further penalty.
Just apologize to the court for not obeying and completing my probation as I was ordered to do.
Tax Connection Worldwide says it has fired Hudson from her position as an independent contractor. Managers, including the owner, attorney John Beeson, won't talk to us on camera. The company says only 1 of 7 complaining clients would meet with company managers. The woman who did meet says she wanted the company's help paying the IRS bill, but didn't get it.
And at the end, you know, they just gave me their 2 business cards and that was it. So some just, you know, the others felt like there's no need to meet, you know.
On its website, the IRS advises people how to choose a tax preparer and avoid preparer fraud. That advice includes being cautious of preparers who claim they can obtain larger refunds than other preparers.
No, everything that sounds good is not good. So
anybody, even felons, can become IRS registered tax preparers. The IRS is considering whether it should weed them out with rules and background checks in the future. One of the women says she's going to carefully check the work of her next preparer.
Read item for item to see what they're doing, you know, to make sure it's proper and complete, because I cannot afford another mistake like this.
In Grand Rapids, I'm Target 8 investigator Henry Erb.
There are other ways you can lose your money, even your identity, if you use the wrong tax preparer. Target 8 investigator Henry Erb will be back tomorrow morning on Daybreak to explain. Daybreak starts at 5 a.m.